Hello and welcome to another episode of things happening around the world under 5 minutes or less. Let's go. Okay, so check this out before we get to the serious stuff. Pretty hilarious, right? Okay, so I just wanted you guys to laugh a little bit before we get into the tragic and the traumatic stuff. So, anyways, guys, I voted for Biden. I was like, please, please, like in the previous administrations of Democrats or Republicans, it doesn't matter. There have been wars in the Middle East constantly. I was like, please bring a change. And so about an hour ago, I came across an article by MSNBC, and I was like, "Oh God, here it goes again." So the article stated, "U.S. military carries out airstrike in Syria against facilities used by Iranian-backed militia." Defense official tells NBC News. Marking the first military response from Biden administration after a series of rocket attacks on the targets in Iraq. So I was like, okay, like this is probably just since the U.S. got attacked, they had to retaliate, but then I read this another article by CNN, and so according to CNN, where the strike took place, the site was not specially tied to the rockets attack, but were believed to be used by the Iranian-backed Shia militia operating in the region. We destroyed the Middle East, and I feel like it's time that we get out of there, bring our young men, like they don't have to die unnecessary. And I feel like we should get our hands out of their region, because our hands been in their regions for decades, and on both sides many people lost their lives. And what's the end result? Nothing. No one won. The region is still a mess, and the best option would be for us to pull out. Anyhow, that aside, hope that there is not a full blown out war between the US and Iran, because if that happens, the elite's gonna live, but the unfortunate poor people on both sides gonna die. So hopefully all these proxy wars, whether it's in Syria between Russia, the US, and China, or here in Iraq between Iran plus or the US, all these proxy wars that are happening in another country by other countries, it needs to stop, because the local people are the one that gets burned in all of this. That aside, you guys will remember John Gedert. He was the former Olympic gymnastic coach. He was in the news quite a bit for the sexual assault and all of that. Well, according to the Michigan Attorney General, she put a post out that he took his own life. Okay, so the saddest thing that happened today was in Indonesia, a gold mine, an illegal gold mine, collapsed on nearly 24 people working inside, killing at least 6 and leaving another worker missing, officials said. As survivors say, about 23 people were trapped when the mine collapsed late Wednesday. Man, I'm claustrophobic individual. When I get clustered in a small area, I'm like, I'm dying. I can't breathe. I can't imagine what they went through. And since it was an illegal mine, they probably didn't take enough precautions, and unfortunately it resulted in that. So my prayers are to the family that passed away. Another thing I saw in the news today was Lady Gaga's dog going missing, and she's offering 500,000 reward after the dogs were stolen and the dog walker was shot. Honestly, I feel like this has to do with greed, but why? I just want to know why. Why would anyone do this? It's one of those things like makes you question the humanity. Oh, by the way, you guys know about how Mr. Potato Head's Mr. is being removed from it, and Miss is being removed from it. These are some of the things I'm like, why? Just create other potatoes if you wanna, want them to play some kind of gender roles or whatever. Introduce other characters. Don't ruin the old ones. Like it's not necessary. But hey, I guess since they made them, they have the right to do whatever they want. Anyways, guys, these are some of the things happening today. Don't forget to subscribe and tune in tomorrow for more.